What's up, everybody? Dustin from My Freedom Smokes, and today I'm going to be talking about the PRESA by Wismec. The PRESA is a 100 watt temperature control box mod. Uses either a 26650 battery, or it comes with a little plastic sleeve where you can put it around an 18650 and throw it in here. Recommend you don't go above 70 watts with that, just battery safety and all. But with a 26650 battery, as long as it meets all the safety requirements, you can crank this thing up to maximum, which is what I'm doing. This thing works really well, hits really hard, has a cool, interesting menu and a lot of changeable things on, with the chip and all that. But the only thing I don't like about it, and it's probably going to be the only con I'm going to say, is the fire button, power button, the action button, trigger, whatever you want to call this. I don't like it. The only reason I don't like it is because when it's facing you and you have to press it to, like, when you're looking at it, you can't find the sweet spot to know when you're hitting it and what counts as a click. But if you're hitting it, you're actually supposed to put it in your hand and just grip it, and it works every time. So if you have to do the 3 clicks to get to the menus, you have to actually, you don't have to, but to get the best results, you gotta 1, 2, 3, like that, and then it pops into the menu. You can't look at it and 1, 2, 3, and then do that. But that's just an inconvenience. It's not a bad thing. Other than that, this thing works perfectly, and I've been using it a lot this week. So if you're interested in a box mod and an annoying button for when you have to change settings, this will be a good box mod for you. Cool thing about this is it uses all the different temperature control settings: titanium, stainless steel, nickel, etc. Wattage mode up to 100 watts. But it also has memory settings. So, there's 3 or 4 settings. I believe there's 3 settings, M1, M2, M3, where you can set a standard wattage into that setting and save it so that you can just quickly access it if you change your RDA or your tank or whatever. Pretty often you don't have to keep constantly going into that 3-click setting and then changing everything manually. You can just 1, 2, or 3 switch through it, which is super convenient for me because I'm constantly going through tanks, whether I'm testing juice and having to put a new RDA on something. It's very convenient for me to have multiple devices to do that here, but it's really cool that new box mods, a lot of box mods lately, are having these memory settings for just quick switching and all that. Very, very, very convenient. So if you're a person like me who does that, who doesn't want to have to carry 50 box mods and 50 RDAs, now you can just carry 1 box mod and 50 RDAs. Well, not really 50, maybe 3, unless you want to change everything manually. Thing hits hard. Hits very quickly. The performance is very nice. The craftsmanship, fantastic. The magnets on the battery door, pretty strong. It's not slinging it off. That's the first thing I do whenever I get something. The moment it's handed to me, I either put a battery in, slam the door on, and I shake it and see if the battery door is coming off. This isn't coming off. That's not coming off, so real happy with that because I drop things a lot and things get knocked around a lot, and last thing I want is my battery to come shaking loose and short circuit and do something stupid. But really pleased with this device. The menu screen shows all the specs of your device, amps being pushed, puff count, the resistance, voltage, the wattage or whatever, and if you have it in temperature control mode, the temperature and all that. It even has something where you can set a ramp up time wattage, so the thing will quickly jump up to that wattage whenever you fire to make it fire quicker. So you can set it something at like 30 watts constant, but if it's taking forever to fire at that 30 watts for some reason, I'm just throwing out numbers, you could set the amp up or the ramp up to 100 watts, so it'll instantly fire 100 watts and then drop down to what you want so that you're constantly hitting something, at a warm temperature or directly what you want instantly, immediately. Because sometimes, you have your device, you set it down for a while and you pick it up and you hit it and you go, it's real wispy. This thing immediately gets it up to whatever you want. So that's more stuff you can play with in the settings and all that. So if you're someone who's really hobby level, enthusiast level into vaping, this would be a good device for you that's not terribly expensive. It's made by Wismec, so you could definitely trust it. I'm a big fan of Wismec and everything they're doing lately. So if you're in the market for a new box mod and you want something high quality, good craftsmanship, interesting button, kind of inconvenient sometimes. It's not a bad button by any means. Like, it fires every time I'm clicking it like this. That's not an issue every time. Let's open the settings. If you're interested in looking at this thing, or interested in looking in the box mod with those specifications, I would definitely check out the PRESA by Wismec. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys like this product, because I do. I'm going to be playing with it a little bit more until the next thing comes in. But I think I will be going back to this as maybe my testing device for new RDAs and tanks and stuff like that. So check this thing out. So this is Dustin from My Freedom Smokes. Thank you for vaping.